laughing wife thought she won the divorce. The judge's words made her regret everything. Imagine this. A woman walks into a divorce court smiling ear to ear, convinced she's about to walk away with everything, her husband's house, his money, even his pride. She laughs at him as if he's nothing. But then, the judge clears his throat, reads one single line about the husband's secret net worth, and suddenly, her smile disappears. What happens next will shock you. Before we dive into this powerful story of betrayal, pride, and sweet revenge, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss stories that will leave you speechless. Now, let's get into it. Derek and Melissa were the kind of couple people admired from the outside. Derek, a tall and hard-working black man in his early 40s, had a calm personality. He wasn't flashy. He wore simple clothes, drove an average car, and never bragged about money. To neighbors and friends, he looked like a regular man working a regular job. Melissa, on the other hand, loved attention. She was always dressed up, nails polished, hair styled, and phone in hand, taking pictures for social media. She wanted to be seen, admired, and envied. For years, Derek worked late nights, coming home tired but always carrying a gentle smile for his wife. He cooked sometimes, fixed things around the house, and even planned little surprises for her birthdays. But Melissa? She was rarely satisfied. At first, Derek thought she was just bored, maybe going through a phase. But then he began to notice the signs. Messages popping up on her phone late at night, mysterious girls' nights out that lasted until morning, and her sudden coldness toward him. When Derek asked if something was wrong, Melissa would laugh in his face. "You're too boring, Derek," she'd say. "You'll never be more than average." Little did she know, the man she called average had been hiding something very big. One rainy Thursday evening, Derek came home earlier than usual. As he opened the front door, he froze. There was laughter in the living room, but it wasn't just Melissa's. A man's voice followed. Derek's heart sank. He stepped into the living room and saw his wife on the couch with another man, their hands too close for comfort. Melissa didn't even flinch. She smirked and said, "Well, I guess you found out. Maybe now you'll understand. You're not enough for me." Derek's chest tightened. He wanted to yell, but instead he took a deep breath and said quietly, "If that's how you feel, then we're done." Melissa burst into laughter. "Finally! You think you're the one ending this? I've been waiting for this moment. And trust me, Derek, when we get to court, I'll take everything from you. The house, the savings, all of it. You'll walk away with nothing." The other man beside her chuckled. Melissa leaned on him and added, "I'll be living my best life while you go back to being nobody." Derek didn't answer. He just walked away. But deep inside, a storm was building. Melissa thought she had already won. She had no idea who she was dealing with. The day of the divorce hearing arrived. The courtroom buzzed with whispers as Melissa strutted in wearing a bright red dress and high heels, her chin lifted like a queen entering her palace. She had brought her sister and 2 friends for support, already celebrating what she thought was victory. Derek, in contrast, wore a simple black suit. He didn't bring anyone. He looked calm, almost too calm. When Melissa saw him, she laughed out loud. "Oh, look at you, Derek. Trying to dress up for once? Too bad the judge is about to hand me everything you own." Her friends giggled. Even the bailiff raised an eyebrow at her arrogance. The judge entered, and everyone stood. Papers shuffled, voices hushed. The proceedings began. Melissa wasted no time painting Derek as a failure. "Your Honor," she said dramatically, "I gave this man the best years of my life. I deserve the house, the car, and half his income. He doesn't earn much, but it's only fair that I get compensated for all the suffering I endured in this marriage." The judge nodded, taking notes. Melissa smirked at Derek, mouthing the words, "You lose." But Derek remained silent. He had submitted his financial documents days earlier. He knew what was coming. Finally, the judge adjusted his glasses and cleared his throat. The courtroom went still. "Mrs. Thompson," he said, "you claim your husband is of little financial means. However, the records before me say otherwise." Melissa frowned. "What do you mean?" The judge continued. "Mr. Thompson is the founder and majority shareholder of Thompson Logistics, one of the fastest-growing companies in the state. His net worth is valued at—" The judge glanced at the papers. "Approximately $25 million. The courtroom gasped. Melissa's mouth dropped open. Her friends looked at each other in shock. Melissa stammered, That can't be true. He drives an old car. He doesn't even—" Derek finally spoke, his voice calm but sharp. "You laughed at me, Melissa. You mocked me. But while you were busy chasing attention, I was building something real. I stayed quiet because I wanted a partner who loved me for me, not for my money." The judge raised a hand. "Mrs. Thompson, given your behavior, your infidelity, and your attempt to mislead the court, I'm ruling in favor of Mr. Thompson. You will not receive the house, nor his savings. Your claim for alimony is denied." Melissa's face turned red. She clutched the table and cried out, "This isn't fair! He tricked me." But the judge only said, "No, Mrs. Thompson. You tricked yourself." As the gavel struck, the courtroom erupted. Melissa's friends quickly slipped away, embarrassed to be seen with her. She stood frozen, trembling, tears streaming down her face. The laughter she carried so proudly was gone. Derek walked past her slowly. She grabbed his arm desperately. "Derek, please. I didn't mean it. I was just angry. We can work this out. You don't really want to throw everything away, do you?" Derek looked at her. His eyes filled not with anger, but with quiet sadness. "Melissa, I gave you my heart when I had nothing, and you threw it away when I actually had everything. Now, all I have left for you is goodbye." He walked out of the courtroom, shoulders straight, head high. Outside, reporters had already gathered. News of his hidden wealth spreading fast. Cameras flashed, questions flew, but Derek only smiled politely and kept moving. Melissa, meanwhile, sat alone in the courtroom, her laughter turned into sobs. She had lost not just the marriage, not just the house, but the respect of everyone around her. Derek later donated a portion of his fortune to charities that supported single fathers and young entrepreneurs, determined to turn his pain into purpose. He proved that dignity, patience, and truth always outshine arrogance and betrayal. And Melissa, she would forever remember the day her mocking laughter was silenced by the truth she never saw coming. And that's the story. A wife who thought she could laugh her way through a divorce, only to discover her husband was far more than she ever imagined. If you enjoyed this story and believe in justice, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that karma always comes back. Because sometimes, the biggest revenge is silence, success, and walking away with your head held high.